So I'll be commentating not very often now, but I will be. It's just like too many things, so it's hard to really talk too loud. Oh, Formula 1 management,
Welcome
please.
to this afternoon's qualifying session here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. In recent seasons, much talk has been made about tyre wear. Some say it gets in the way of the racing, others say it's always been part of the sport. Are we going to see drivers trying to look after their tyres here, or throw caution to the wind and worry about that when it becomes a problem?
Tyre wear is always something you have to consider to a certain degree. Finding a good car balance that suits the circuit will help prolong the life of the tyre, but it's true that some circuits, such as this one, are more challenging than others. How hard you can push them depends on your strategy and how tight the battle is around you.
Or we're just doing 5 laps, so it really doesn't matter. I also had to make another broadcast because I put the Formula 1 logo in by accident. This is actually like the only setup I have. Good luck.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top 3 are Hamilton, Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Anything can happen in Formula 1. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too...
mean, no one will
Okay,
actually ever
that's a
see
good
this
start. Keep it
because
up.
FOM, lets companies put things in the game they don't want to see on broadcast. I was a fan of that interaction, or Fettel. That's Hamilton. Yeah, the red car is Hamilton. Have driven a Red Bull because then I'm gonna be as fast as the group in front of me here. Because I'm sitting here in fourth like a boy.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are
That's
within
not
1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Oh, and it's easy for Fettel to pass. Doesn't help me any. There's the boy German. Or not. Realistically, at this point, I'm pretty sure I'll be insulting my education or something. Suddenly, recalls. We might do every like third race or something. Oh no. Wide. Maybe make it red every third race. Maybe like every fourth race have a races for you, and now I have it backwards in championship orders coming out. I want to change the starting grid somehow, so it's actually like distributed, not done it by the way. I want to be interesting. Am I wrong?
This is your final lap. Final lap of the race. Our gap to our teammate is 7.3 seconds. Gap to car in front is 1.9 seconds.
Okay.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, my driver of the day was Nico Hulkenberg. He did a cracking job moving through the field and just highlighting why he's so highly rated.
That's a problem. I can't actually do that. Where am I? Oh, Russia. It says right there in the corner. second. That's actually crazy good.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. Vettel, Stroll and Lewis Hamilton. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back With that then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, with Lance Stroll alongside. Looking down the...
Right.
We told Britain it's not my greatest track, but Russia's in my top 3, so... By the way, I'm absolutely screwed once DRS is activated. So we have the least downforce in the grid, but cannot outdo a Ferrari or Mercedes under DRS. here is where we die, folks. He is right there. Never mind, I defended it.
This is your final lap of the race.
Comment with that after the race, even though I had a comment and it didn't tell me, and I didn't know I ever even had a viewer. Until now, it just told me that. Please go away. All right, well.
Superb drive.
Oh. German Viewbot. The German asking me about his channel, I think.
Well, that might not have been the finest race in history, but there's no question it was a critical win. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep...
Oh, here they are now. I always love seeing the independent teams do well. Williams have a long and storied history with F1, and I'm delighted. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Esteban Ocon. He's just so gifted at getting the most out of
This
his
cassette
tyres.
helps here. Oh my
and
god,
showed
he
that
did get
today.
5th.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again.
This one's one of the better
Welcome to
tracks
Melbourne,
either.
where qualifying...
Nope. Oh. Doesn't show there.
grid is all set.
That was
then
a
for the race
right
tomorrow. But
garbage
before
lap.
we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Vettel, Hamilton,
could easily
and
had P5.
Valtteri Bottas. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session, yes.
Let's not do that.
You should have.
I could just totally push Verstappen off. Or out of the way. Swan dive.
Well,
Swan fail. Swan drive. I don't know. I keep thinking screwdriver from F-Zero. Oh, that's not the line. Right, that's also not the dive. I'm focusing too many buttons. Menus, go away. Good job. Let's not do that again. Well, Vettel is just kind of stepping away. Swan dive.
Race officials have enabled DRS.
Ah, great.
DRS is now available. Okay, not what I wanted.
Stop out of that corner, please.
Our gap to first place is 5.5 seconds.
Balanced line. Unbalanced line. Oh, crap. I'm gonna get swanned over, aren't I?
This is your final lap of the race.
Where are you going?
Vettel's in first place.
Yeah, that's not surprising. See, is where his gap was before. Oh, monkey behind me. Alright, that's... never do that again. That was almost embarrassing.
Okay,
Well,
pick
still
up
was,
rubber,
just...
bring it home.
could have been more, so...
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing... Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Let's give it to Lance Stroll. That was a quality drive from start to finish. He can be proud of that one.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Ah, yes, the first short track.
Cars are ready, the drivers are ready.
We go to the real Bahrain later. Same as I think we go to the Britain short track later on too. Bahrain usually one of their tracks. Usually somewhere in that middle ground. Couldn't guide them much.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow.
That's more than I thought, to be honest.
Welcome along then. So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Lance Stroll lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid we have...
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care. Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled. This is your final lap of the race.
All right.
Fantastic drive, just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
It's been coming for a while, this one. What an excellent win for William. And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Probably Carlos Sainz. You know, strong pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
I'm gonna turn following off for this one. Let's see what randomizer gives us. Put it back on for the next round. Oh, no FOM. I could swear I put it on
Welcome to one
clear.
of this year's most challenging races, where the combination of high speed and complex corners makes this
I just got
we're
FOM,
almost
didn't I?
ready to go then, and
I
this
wasn't
is
paying
what the
attention.
starting grid looks like for today's race.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I regret my decision. This is about where I should start. Actually, my car should start. I don't think it's really randomized, something tells me. Not entirely. No, it's not. It's just realistic. Oh my. That was trash. Oh, this is trash. Yep, nope, turning it back on. Oh, Jesus. I was a video impression this resume and get a flashback. It's just too much pain. Not worth the effort. Ah. It was dive or die. Do or dive at that moment in time. No, stop. Swan dive. You're running the points that ended like your career, my friend. This will go one of the longest tracks on the schedule. It's the rain treatment. That means they'll be here for 10 minutes or so. Let's see when the lap comes up. See how long we'll actually be here. Oh. It's like 8 minutes or so. Oh, someone's out. McLaren, of course. Expecting less. Oh, totally. Swan dive. Oh shit. Well,
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this
oh
worse.
dear, I just left turns be right turns be darned. No. Well, this corner is going to be bad. Make yourself look bad. I'm the GG Sport guy again. Wow. They break. Fun fact, the AI break. Wait. Who's in fifth? Oh, come on. Team orders. I'm like second in points. No, I suppose I am. So I'm technically playing as second driver. Valid line. Swan dive. Mission failed. Pass. I don't think I like it. Oh, this is why I don't like it. You're just gonna... Okay, this really isn't helpful.
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
I don't have the position to pass there in the dry without damage. How am I ever going to do it in the
This
wet
is your
with
final lap.
damage?
Final lap of the race.
I am a mad lad. This is the first time I've done the S's in this race without staring at the ass of another F1 car. least the raindrops completely in the middle of the screen. Really big fan. Okay, get me out of that cancer.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Park Ferme.
It wasn't always plain sailing today, but a very important week nonetheless. So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd say Lance Stroll. He was committed the entire race, and it's paid off with the result.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Yeah, I'll be turning quali back on, and I'll be turning weather off for this one. I'm not having that.
We're here in magical Monaco for this afternoon's qualifying session, which...
It's even sunlight too, or sunset. Sunlight. I have it set up for this track. Hesitated. Stop. Oh, no. I'm not having this. I'm not starting 16th. I know, call me a bitch as I started qualifying. I don't care. I want to enjoy myself. Not start 6 fucking teeth. I just wanted to enjoy myself. I shouldn't have put the track on the list in the first place. Screw it. I think the setup might be doing it. So. A little. No. I don't know. Better than 16th.
down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. Vettel, Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just... Well, with that then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion.
Multiple world champion. What other world did he win in?
Okay, don't try.
Okay, Ricardo. Okay, turn. I don't know how I didn't crash out and wreck my car there. Perfect out of this in the next 2 or 3 minutes. When I'm no longer in a complete cluster, I might actually be able to stay off the wall. They don't seem like they're that slow in this corner to one shot. Or this one.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up.
Alright, they changed the steering brake ratio of controllers, so controllers are bad at Monaco, as you see there. Alright, PogChamp.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second
that's
of the
clear.
car ahead in the DRS zone.
I am always so bad at this corner. Straight!
We've been awarded a time penalty, but go against our
Oh
finishing
boy,
time
it
at
means
the
we get
end of
like
the race.
9 instead of 50.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this
I want to
worse.
enjoy myself, he says. Put some Monaco on the schedule. Yeah, okay, James.
Alright, so we've been looking at the damage
Oh, yep. Just take the fucking car. Just take the fucking wheel off, man. It'll be easier on both of us.
Okay, this is Jeff. Can you hear me? There's a fair amount of damage to the front wing. We suggest you come in as soon as possible, rather than risk it getting worse.
Did you just say before I flashed back to, Did you just say before to not go in? Genius! Oh my god. Imagine I fucking hate that corner. I'm not even gonna get a good position for my time, because everyone's right down there. Ninth.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car.
Yep.
We're in.
Thank you, Monaco, for making me question my existence once more.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looked so comfortable out there.
Wow, what a fuckhead.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'd say Max Verstappen earns that title today. Opportunistic, I think is the word. It's something he's become known for during his short...
I think I'm gonna probably stop actually. Half of the series at some other time.